this journey of discovery. I'm finding you, finding me. Now that I have someone special.
Welcome back to Love is Blind. Love is your auntie. No. Welcome to How I Met Your Auntie. Today we're going to be focusing on all that is love is blind. Or not blind.
Oh,
It's a lot to unpack. But let's start with how are we meeting today?
I'm eating good. Today. It's been a decent week. Really nothing too eventful for me. So,
Okay.
How about you? How are you meeting?
I am meeting tired a little because, I came off a wedding weekend.
Yes.
So it's been a busy weekend, a lot to do, but I'm here. And I'm really excited talk about this topic, so that'll keep me energized this episode.
Yes, today we are talking about Love is Blind. We are in our own personal pod.
Yes, we are.
So cheers to that.
Yes. Cheers. Now you all close your eyes and listen to the sound of our voices.
You look like. How do we meet?
I wonder how my voice just sounds if I was in a pod. What would they think I look like? I don't know.
Anyway, guys. Okay. So, I don't even know if I can do it. I don't know.
Oh, I definitely couldn't do it, but
I feel like I would be asking so many questions. I need to know what you look like. I need to know what your race is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being different races, but I need to know.
I think Mika will be pretty entertaining in the pod because if you hear the questions she be asking, I'll be like, this girl's getting to the nitty. Let me listen. Let me tune in.
The details because people's voices can really trick you and things like that. So, I mean, love is blind. You should not go all looks.
No.
It has to be your insides and your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. It has to be a lot of things that go into factors when it comes to dating and finding your true love.
But I think you can tell a lot from someone's voice, which can bring us into KB and Mr. Edwin, because I don't know how she fell in love with that boy.
I don't know. I don't think Edmund is this horrible person, but
no, I don't think he's a nice guy either.
I don't know how she did it. Because I understand that she didn't see what we saw. Right.
That's what she was explaining.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't see the things we saw. The man was on the floor kissing the ground. And we looking like, what you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? And then it was just his voice was very, whiny. And it dragged.
It was very childlike.
Yes. That's what it was.
Yeah. And I think her profession played a part in it because I think she wanted to school him or get him to be the man that he needs to be, or I don't know. What do I know? I watched a couple interviews of her and she was talking about, she probably got trapped in trying to can't raise a man.
We can't build, we cannot grow you and build. At this point in our lives, you need to be where you are. Yes, when you're in a relationship and you want to grow together and build on that. But at this point, I can't raise no child into a man.
No.
That's not what we do. Especially when trying to find love.
Now, we saw she reached her breaking point during that ski trip.
Baby. Now, when she said the words.
When she said the beep, I said, she was mad. I felt it. I felt it steaming up.
I was like,
it's coming. Something coming.
Something brewing.
And when she said and after she said it, you could tell too, she just kept going she knew she kind of messed up, but she kept going, you were getting an award for cutting people off and trying to make it sound like, I was like, oh girl, you messed up.
And then I was surprised he ain't seen it.
Because if he had to call her out her name, then he'd be wrong.
Right,
now he'd be wrong. It might be good that he walked away. He did walk away kind of playing victim though, because you're pushing her, and then when she call y'all your name, now you walk away puppy dog face.
Right. That's the thing. I think it got to a breaking point because we didn't see all the things that happened like behind the scenes,
Right.
and things. And I know she did, tell a story about how like he was very whiny and how like she felt gaslit, like you would dismiss her and you would act one way on screen,
right,
and then another behind the scenes. I mean, we've all experienced that. Like we'll be around somebody and they're one way, and then around other people.
Yeah.
And then they could be just this perfect person, or they could just be different. And then when it could be friends, it can be somebody you're dating, and then behind the scenes, when it's just you
completely
and them,
different.
they're totally different.
Or on social media, like, one way, maybe a relationship is going one way, but on social media, they want to post you, put all these beautiful quotes or say all this stuff, and it's like, you trying to show the world is this, but it's really not that. And that's what she was feeling like, especially on the little things. Like you say, oh, I love you, KB. Oh, I'm so in love with you. And then I need you to run to the store because I'm running late. Can you go get the bandanas? Oh, I'm going to be late now. And that's what she's saying. Like, you're not showing it.
Because she was working. She had a whole bunch of things she needed to do. And where was he sitting his ass on the couch? I don't know. But I feel like you weren't doing too much. That's why she asked you, as her fiance, can you just go to Ross?
Right.
Can you just pick this up for us, for our costumes?
And it's for us. It wasn't just her.
Right. But I think that was something so small that he could have did, but you made it more than what it was. Like, I think, like, yeah. And I think that those are, like, tall tale signs of how people are.
It's really those small things you pick on, those little things you'll pick up and be like, okay, yeah, maybe all these grand gestures, but when the day-to-day little things, that's what really counts. And then if you're not even helping with those, it's like, all right.
What are you going to really do in a marriage? Then I felt like she was his biggest cheerleader. She was trying to root, like, it was like, we all thinking like, girl, I don't know what your problem is.
Delusion. How we talked about.
Delusion and everything. And then I feel like, he was telling me sob stories, and not saying these stories weren't true.
Right.
I'm sure they were true, but it was just like, of course you're in the pod. We're seeing only different couple of clips of them for a couple of minutes. And they could be in the pod together for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours for all we know, because they're each other's connection. They didn't have any other connections. I don't believe. So they could have been in there all day and having these deep conversations and falling in love and things like that. And we're just seeing bits and pieces of it. But I'm just thinking, I don't know how you could have dealt with it. But girl, do you? But like you said, it had to be some type of delusion, or that I want love so bad that I'm just going to settle.
They did actually have other connections, but they were boring. And I guess she was falling asleep and just getting friendships out of everyone else. Okay. And I guess Edwin was looking for her. I guess production and other people had said, you need to meet KV. You need to meet KV before he even met her. And that seemed a little strange when I was hearing that. Yeah. So he was yelling out. He was going into other dates with other women saying, are you KB? Are you KB? Yeah. So, and then he finally met her. So I don't know if production kind of set them up together, because it just seemed like you should have been left. Like, what's going on behind the scene? Are they pushing you to stay with this man? Because I wasn't getting it.
I didn't get that at all.
And we'll go to the reunion when she was she brought out her piece of paper so she could remember. And I felt like she was gaslit, because I can believe that you was on the floor kissing the ground, but you wasn't on the floor begging for her or saying I love you. Come on now, that's a stretch. No.
And acted a fool in front of everybody.
I can definitely see that.
What was he upset about? Because they were outside.
Someone called him obnoxious.
Yes, and he is. That's the thing. He's obnoxious.
Someone called me obnoxious, and then she was like, well, you are acting, or you did it, or whatever she said. And then he got on the floor, I love you. I could definitely see that happening. He did that.
And I believe every word that she said. I believe everything that she said. And then the thing is, at the reunion, he still couldn't take the accountability. He kept saying he forgot, he doesn't remember, and this is the truth. All these things like that. And at least what I appreciate from her is that it's been, a year and a half since they filmed, that she can reflect on everything, and she apologized and she took accountability, even calling him up. Right. She took accountability for that, and I thought that was wonderful. Or whatever. They'll never be together. Yeah. But I think that that was great on her part and everything like that. Like I said, I don't think he's just this horrible man, but he is not ready to be in any type of relationship. I don't know if it's mental health issues and things like that, but something was not all the way there.
Yeah, he said stop diagnosing him, y'all. So
Ooh, child.
I guess we ain't gonna die. We ain't gonna diagnose him on this couch, not today.
Not
but
today.
yeah,
Okay.
not today at least.
Okay, so what else was going on?
Oh, we can Miss Annie, the actor that ass, sat on that couch. Excuse me. Sat on that couch and damn near begged that man to stay.
Oh, child.
And said, "No, I can make it work. Just me." And I was like, "Oh, girl,
you forced me."
And she was acting crazy. The drunk crying, I had enough. I could see why Nick was like, it's too much. Because every time she drank, she's like, well, I love you, but I love you more, and you don't love me.
Right,
and
it was just like,
what is happening?
Girl, like, I can see that she could be somebody draining. I can see that she could be somebody draining, especially you're drunk. I know we all had our moments drunk. I know, but she was doing...
Well, I found out she just recently had a DUI.
Oh.
When it was her last relationship and was on an ankle monitor. So she might have, we
That's
talking about Anton, she might be the one with the real drinking problem.
She got the problem.
And we could see from the times that she was drinking and talking crazy.
Okay, but I think also Nick was something else in himself.
Oh, Nick is a whole nother, he talking about he's a size queen. That kind of exposing thing, because how you know that lingo? I'm like a size queen.
I've been in something.
I don't think, though. I really don't think. I know everybody thinks that, but I don't think. I think he's not an alpha. We know that. But I think he's just, I don't know. They said Annie thought she was a mountain man.
Something just different. Nothing wrong with that at all. We all come in different shapes, sizes, and speak different ways. Right?
Not different shapes and sizes. Size queen.
But yeah, that was different.
No one liked him. I feel bad. Nobody
liked him. And then he go Joe trying to tell me he apologized. And nobody liked him. It was something off with Nick since the very beginning.
When he came in there and said, I'm getting married, and everybody just looked, you could hear a pin drop. And he's like, oh, I should have read the room.
But everybody else get excited for people. And
I've seen that before, like someone said, and they say I'm getting married, and they do congregate and say, oh, even though it's down, they didn't even get up for him. That shows he was, we saw him love bombing.
Yes.
I guess Annie was defending him. I don't know why. So I don't know what's happening there, but he definitely was love bombing. Regardless if you're in a pod and you have all these connections, he's literally saying the exact same thing. No, I love you and I'm going to fight for you. Don't say you're going to fight for me and then you fighting for me. You fighting for another girl too. So how many girls you fighting for?
And the thing is, I understand you're going to have multiple connections. That's a possibility. That's what this show is about.
Right.
You know, you're going to have connections, right? But if you're saying the same exact thing to another woman, then we have a problem. That's when it's the love. And I understand we're only in the pod for 9 days. So when people say they fall in love, if they fall in love, they fall in love. But I feel like you're in there for so long. Yeah, I don't know. We in pod now, but I just don't understand. You could fall in love in 9 days, but the thing, like I said, we just seeing bits and clips of this. So if somebody's talking 15 hours a day or whatever like that, maybe this can happen. But I feel like it's sped up, and sometimes people feel like they just have to say it. Yeah. Because they're on a show, they have to say it, and sometimes some of these people just want a moment too.
Oh, I definitely feel like it's changed into all these people want a moment. They go on these interview tours after they gain their social media following, endorsement deals, podcasts, different things like that. We see AD has her own podcast now, but I think the show's definitely changed. They maybe need to take a break because they're pumping out was it 3 seasons a year? Or it's at least 2. They're doing a lot. So, I don't know. They might need to take a little break and pretend they ain't filming and film on the low or something.
Do some revamping because, first of all, this season, I feel like they sped it up so fast.
We didn't see it. Where was the bachelor party?
Where was the bachelor party? And the issue is they sped up so fast that we know because, first of all, nobody got married. This was the first season when none other connections got married.
Barely made it to the altar.
So it's when it began in October. It literally was 3 to 4 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 week show. or whatever. So that's why I'm like, this is strange. But now that we see the end result, nobody got married, we see why they split up. We did not see a bachelorette party. That was strange. I feel like the meetup was kind of like odd too. I don't know. I feel like things were just sped up. Meeting people's families and friends.
Yeah, I never saw KB meet Edwin's friends.
Mhm.
I know we saw his mom, or him meet her family. I did see a behind the scenes clip, but we didn't see Edwin meet her family at all.
I feel like we saw the mom the day of the wedding? Is that the only time we saw her mom? Or?
I think when they went dress shopping, she had some family there because I remember the girl was filming. She was the only one who stepped out with the camera filming her dress dress with her phone. But we met some of them then, but they didn't. We never saw them meet Edwin, and I wonder how they was reacting to him. But I don't know. I found some deleted scenes, but it still wasn't a lot. I don't know. It's like they just sped through. I guess they knew this wasn't going nowhere. They didn't want to spend too much money on production for it. It was weird. Let's talk about the reunion.
Okay, let's get to the reunion.
We are playing basketball now.
Oh gosh. Y'all wasting money with that getting Chris Paul over there.
And what was up with I know Vanessa wanting Casey to get that ring back. Like, why are you so adamant? Like, it's for the ring. Let the man keep the ring.
Why was
she played him?
Why was y'all forcing that man to give back the ring? That didn't even make any sense to me. First of all, I wouldn't have been mad at him if he went and kept that ring. I didn't have a problem with it. She played games.
She ran back to her man. She played games on the thing. That was mean because he already talked about his insecurities, and you couldn't even go on a trip and then leave him later. Yeah. Once you seen him, you jumping out.
Yeah, he already had his insecurity. The thing is, he prefers white women. That's his preference.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew that he felt it because that's his insecurity, that this woman would not be interested in him because he is of Asian descent. And which is sad. That's sad to like feel that way.
I mean, she did try to like tease him with the little phone sex in the pod, that was a first because we've never had that in the pod.
That was very.
I was embarrassed. I wanted to hide.
Well, I had secondhand humiliation. Okay, that's what I felt about that because I'm like, what the heck is going on? I didn't like when she was just like, oh well, my brothers. My sister, I think it was brothers, they all date Asian.
Is that even true?
Well, my thing is, I felt like you did that just to smooth things over to let him know, oh, it's okay, I would date you. But the thing is, she just wasn't attracted to him. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. Don't force it. It's okay because
she wanted more screen time, so she had to keep getting to the proposal, so she knew she had a better chance of getting more screen time if she made it that far with somebody. And apparently she wanted everybody's man because I heard she pulled Edwin into a bathroom and KB went off on her during the reunion, but we didn't get to see that. So I'm interested to see that deleted footage. Can't wait till that pops out on the webs.
Right, she wanted him, Joe. I'm looking like, goodness gracious.
You dating everybody.
And then and Brandon. Like, I'm like, girl, you getting around. I mean, I understand everybody dating everybody but girl.
I'm sure everybody dating everybody.
But still, it was just nasty. It was nasty. No, she told one of the girls, like, oh, we're Eskimo sisters. Like, why did you have to do all like, you're messy.
I believe, and she's saying she didn't say that. I believe she said that.
It.
She said
that's just an odd thing to say to somebody.
No, she didn't just make that up. She said it.
You said it. Then she tried to, it was too much. And then Joe, first of all, Joe, he didn't care. He didn't want the woman in the first place. He didn't want her. He wasn't attracted to her.
It was throughout the whole season that we could see that. He kept saying little things, and then I'm like, oh, he is not want to be here. We seen him trying to run out of there at the suit. He got about, he couldn't even put a suit on. That's how he's like, yeah, that's fine. Everything ran to his truck.
He had like a little panic attack.
Now, I will say it's wrong that same night you're going to have me meet your family and friends and talk it up at the bar when because I just wanted to have a good time. Well, you could have told me that at the house and you go out and have a good time.
We didn't have to go through any of this stuff. Because, we could have settled that a long time ago. I did not have to pour out my heart to your friends, and the friends probably already know.
I'm sure they do.
They have a free party, free drinks, party it up. And this woman is telling his friends, like, I'm in love with him. I can't wait to marry him.
That's great. Speaking of party up, let's backtrack.
Okay.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with Anton having a few beers after work.
Oh, girl.
I mean, I guess she can't date a blue collar man because some of them drink beer after work, a long shift. And I might be a little biased because my daddy used to come home and drink him a couple beers. So I'm just like, well, I mean, he wasn't a drunk, but after work, he would come home and want a beer too and watch his show and go to bed and get to work like the next day. Like
I'm really trying to figure out what the issue was with Allie and Anton. Like, unless I didn't catch it, but it seemed like they went out with his friend and girlfriend of 4 months. Then I don't even think they together.
And you're right. He said they weren't together. Yeah.
They went to the bathroom.
And you take her word.
The new girlfriend is talking heat or whatever of her own personal insecurity. We don't know what they got going on in their relationship.
Right.
We don't know how they get down. So you're spewing that and planting seeds of discord into this woman's ear. And then but first of all, if this is what this woman said, I would have brought it to the table, or I would have pulled you to the side.
And then talking about she never got to discuss it. Oh, it was a night shift.
Had the conversation.
The night shift got in the way. Let me work a night shift and find some
Okay.
Oh, we bring it up. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. And I found out this. Let's talk.
That made no sense. It got you, all this stuff was going on. You couldn't bring it up. We would have had that conversation right then and there. And then the thing is, then she had the issue with the night that they're both working. Okay, fine. Y'all both work the night shift. What's the issue? And I think the thing is, she was going to school. I think she was going to school and she wanted him.
She was going to start school, yeah.
She was starting school. She's a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Allie's a nurse. He's in logistics or truck driving,
right?
Or whatever. But they're both working the night shift, so I don't know what the problem.
At least it's better that you're both on that same shift, so at least you come in at the same. Even though your hours are kind of messed up, it'll be better than working 2 different schedules and you really never see each other. Yeah. But I don't understand it. They tried to say it was something about finances, but then he was saying he would support her. You would just have to budget on a few things. Well, yeah, you can't be getting new this and that if he's still you're going to school.
He makes decent amount of money
because he said he could handle it. You're just not getting. She talking about getting her injections. If she don't she better learn how to do them herself. She a nurse.
She a whole nurse.
Learn how to do them. Take them classes.
Going back to school, she probably wants him to pay for her school and all this other stuff. Which I'm not sure, like, if you're married.
Want him to do all that and he can't. You stressing him out. He can't have 2 beers when he get home.
He can't have a beer.
And the tequila from 2 weeks ago. You see this place, I'm sure it's a condo building. They're all there. It's real life, but it really isn't. It's still kind of a party. So I'm sure they're after work. They all kind of hanging out with each other and all this. So I'm sure, yes, they had a bottle of tequila and he drank it with the friends 2 weeks ago and he finished it. Now he ain't have to pretend that he ain't drink it. Yeah, I'm like, let me go check and see.
You know
he drank that. You know that bottle is not in there.
And the thing is, why you just be like, I drank it? I mean, I really ain't think it was too big of a deal that he drank some beer. Like, unless we're not saying he's coming in every night drunk, slurring all on the floor. If that's what it is, we don't know, because she hasn't said anything.
She wasn't attracted to him. She talked about the sandals. She talked about him kissing with his eyes open. She was getting the ick already. And when they showed the sandals, I really thought they were going to be like some thong flip-flops or something crazy. They were just some Nike slides.
She was trying.
It's hot. Men can't wear slides in the beach.
Excuses because
I didn't know that was a bad thing for men to wear slides.
Nothing wrong with that.
I thought you was going to have some thongs on or something. Where it was like,
I was trying to figure out what was she talking about. And then she gives me, and maybe she's not, but she get her look, and we're not supposed to judge off look, but she always gave me like influencer vibes or something. Like, she should be this influencer, but she's a nurse and everything. She said I was kind of confused because she said she didn't want this party guy, but then in another instance she said she wanted a man who's the life of the party.
Yes, she did, and I caught that too. I said, wait. Life of the party, you didn't want a party. But there is a stigma that nurses are mean girls. Have you seen that? They're like, nurses are mean girls, and like usually girls who kind of peaked in high school and they were the mean girls, and then they go into the nurse.
I do hear like guys saying they don't want to date nurses because they can be sleeping around and stuff like that. I don't know anything.
Oh, with like the doctors or something?
Yeah, like doctors or they're travel nurses or they flirt a lot. I don't know. I really don't understand that. I'm not understanding that, but that's what I've heard men say. But they can say that about any profession. I don't know.
And well, on Love Is Blind UK, I don't know anyone watches that. I do watch the UK one. There was they had a thing with a flight attendant, and he had an issue with that because of their schedule and her traveling and all that. So
they be saying that about the flight attendants too. I just don't get it, but to each his own. Oh gosh,
it was too much. This season was just a bunch of BS.
A waste of time.
It really was.
I mean, it has some entertainment, but I feel like, and the thing is, this is my first, like, I would say for the last month or month and a half, I've been watching Love is Blind, like just the series. Mm-hmm. So I'm new at this game, okay? So I'm probably maybe 5 seasons in. So yeah, this is the first one that I'm like, okay, it's really not giving too much. Like it was kind of a waste compared to what I've seen.
I see people in the comments like, this is my first season. Is this how the reunions are? And I'm like, oh, this is work that you introduced to this. And this is what you're probably going to be like, I ain't watching this. What is this?
Right. So, yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully we'll see if the next season is going to, if couples are going to actually get married, or is this going to start being like a social media experiment for people to get big on social media. I don't know. They said they need to get rid of Nick and Vanessa and bring some new people in. Because I was very disappointed at the questions with the reunion. I think they could have dived into a lot more. They didn't even cover everything.
They were very surface.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they may have to spice it up and get some new hosts. Because I feel like, they really didn't touch on things like that we really seen throughout the season and did more of a deep dive on. So.
And though I like watching the interviews and stuff with them on other people's channels, I think they didn't used to do that in the beginning. And I think they need to stop that, because before I even get to the reunion, I've already known these backstories because they've been on so-and-so's podcast and I've seen this clip of them talking here and there. And it's like, okay, so now when the reunion comes, I already know that old girl was pregnant because someone exposed it on a thing. And it's like, yeah, so it's... Sparkle Megan T was out before the reunion.
See, I didn't even know.
I caught it.
I didn't watch anything. Like, I just made sure, like, okay, I'm not gonna like look because I'm late to watching the episode at the reunion, so I'm like, let me not see anything. So yeah, I wouldn't even guess that she was gonna be pregnant. So. Yeah,
they were saying, could she be or could she not? So then I had an idea of like, okay, she's probably gonna be pregnant when the reunion comes out.
Yeah, a child.
After she said she didn't know she could be a mom, but apparently 3 months later, she don't. You couldn't tell me that because it was Luca.
Right. Luca. No, for real.
They said she was in love with the diabetes. Because what was going on?
No, because at first I really was like, why does she care so much about meeting Luca?
Her having dreams about it.
Like, girl, I would have been, if I was Jordan, I would have been kind of concerned. Like, why she care?
It was from the beginning. Like, hey, okay, you don't have to buy him stuff. He just want to spend time. And I like to give gifts. I want to look at this. I'm going to be his mom. If I was his mom, I'd be like, girl, please stop talking about my son.
Introduced. I know he tried to backpedal and say, oh, I didn't mean it like that.
No, he shouldn't.
No, baby. I wouldn't have introduced. It's until I walked down the aisle. You can see all the pictures you want over here, but we wouldn't have introduced because, why do you expose your child? Now, will Luca remember her? No. But I'm just saying, like, I just wouldn't have done that. And then, one thing about the, when they went house hunting.
Girl, she just wanted to pop her shit.
Right. So, 1.2, was it 1.2 million? I said, go ahead, girl. But that's kind of I would feel like if I was the man, like, damn, I can't, if I can't afford this.
It's a huge house.
That's a huge house.
And if anything happens, then what, is it on him? Like I don't know.
And then because a lot of times women, we want a man to be a provider and take care of them and all these different things. Being a provider doesn't just mean financially, we know that.
Right.
But that would be like on a man, he probably is going to be feeling, I don't know, what is it, emasculated or something, or feeling insecure because it's like, I'm not a million. Like, she already got an LA house and somebody she gonna sell that and do that.
Especially now that it's public knowledge on TV that she's making more. At least if it was low key where nobody really know your finances, now it's for the world to know, like, oh yeah, you Sparkle Megan husband. He's gonna be Sparkle Megan husband and not have a name.
And then We only know first. I didn't know Jordan name. I only said Luca Daddy. So,
we know Luca more than Jordan.
and the thing is, he was still trying at the end, but girl,
and he didn't want to come home and talk. Okay, he been talking all day on that phone. He don't want to come home and talk some more. And he can't go play tennis on a Wednesday afternoon. The man got to get to work.
He got to get to work. So I think the thing is, you have two different lifestyles.
And you knew this.
Now you had a child. Now they didn't say they was married, but she had a child.
I knew that man had money when they paying him. I looked. I said, "Oh yeah, he got money."
It was just his aura. It was just how it was just everything. I said he exudes money.
Old money too.
Okay, look.
That wasn't a look of self-made money. That was
I said, okay, girl. Okay, you got it. This is exactly what you wanted. So that's probably something. She said they did have a little struggle in the very beginning. I guess she still decided to have this child with the man.
Yes, he was probably looking like,
She still had the child with the man.
I don't know why she mentioned that. I guess in case it came out, she ain't gonna pretend it's been a fairy tale or something. I don't know.
Goodness, yeah, I don't know why she brought that up.
That's right.
Because he probably was like,
why you tell you to say that?
Right, we ain't told you. He just smelled like, we ain't told you to do all that. But yeah, she got her little Brooks. Yeah, Brooks.
That sound like a rich baby name. Yeah. Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks. So friends talk to Al. Sometimes you can't always live. Now, I feel like you can't always live to your friends. Or whatever. Now, this
what's the name? Listen to when her friend said he gonna be a truck driver. He ain't got money now. He won't have money later. Are you okay with that?
There are certain times when to listen to friends, but you can't, like, when you know the man is a good man. Or whatever. But you do have to think about all the things that come with it. The man already got a child. He live in an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment. He don't always have a child. You're gonna have to think like he's not going to be making as much as you. You have to think about the lifestyle you want. He won't be able to provide. But if you're okay with that, then that's fine. Because some women could be like, shoot, I got the money. I don't need him to do all that or whatever. I still can live my life. Then that's fine. But still, you still have to incorporate him. In some decisions, because then you start telling something. Oh, this is my money.
Oh, right.
This is my money. Like, you can't tell me I can do what I want. I can fly to Paris tomorrow, Milan the next day, and you can't tell me what to do because this is my money. Then there's gonna be an issue with it. Now we're going too far with it. Okay, we drawing it out.
Paris, she did say she go to Paris or the Alps later, or just for her and her girls.
Right.
And you see this man in the studio, don't hardly got a room for himself. He's gonna go tour on $1 million mansion.
Embarrassing this man on national TV. Y'all did not have to look for houses like that on the thing.
I ain't seen nobody look at houses before on any episode.
Girl. Okay.
Well, we'll see the next season.
Yes.
Dive into that.
Yeah. Okay. We just talked a lot. This was our short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Yeah. Tell us your thoughts.
All right, y'all. Well, this is How Much Your Auntie.
Bye.
We can become whatever we want. All we need is loving you. That's the way.